Hey, we're here at KDKA and the Pittsburgh Steelers offering up a virtual pep rally show, 7 to 8 o'clock on Saturday night. Join us. Charlie Batch will be here to take some of your questions. And we'll also have interviews with Bryant McFadden, along with Lamar Woodley and many others. We also need some of your questions. If you have a question you'd like to ask Charlie Batch, let us know. And we're also looking for videos of fans watching Steeler games and showing off your playoff pride. That's all 7 o'clock Saturday on KDKA TV. Chris, I want to ask you about the Penguins because they're going to start here in less than a week. They'll be underway. I'm curious about this 56 games and how they're going to play it. And how important is it for Tristan Jarry to handle the majority of these games? Or do you think Casey DeSmith's going to get a lot more action just because there's so many games kind of crammed into it? Jarry is the go-to guy, but can he play, 50 out of 56, 46 out of 56? What would be a good number for you?
I mean, a nice one in my mind here is 45 because I want to say there aren't as many back-to-back situations as there otherwise would be, so they'll have chances to really get him a ton of reps. How about 45 at a bare minimum? That's kind of a round number. You could say 46 and 10 if you wanted to make one of those numbers even more round and have 10 for DeSmith penciled in. I want to see Tristan Jarry do a thing that Matt Murray really never did, and I was a big Murray booster because he won 2 cups and he was clutch in the playoffs. But how about even in a truncated regular season, you show it's your job and you have a stranglehold on it. Like, you're not battling. You put Casey DeSmith in as a backup, and that's it. Like, you make it very clear who the alpha dog is. I think that's what the Penguins are hoping from Jarry, and that's frankly what they need in what's going to be a pretty brutal division that they are no lock to qualify for the playoffs from.
Right. Well, and they have some teams that you would think Boston, although Boston has some injury issues. They also traded Torrey Krug, who I liked, or actually signed a free agent college, whatever. He's not there anymore. Charles with Washington. That's not the same exact Boston team. I think Pasternak's out for a while, as is Marchand. You minus all those guys, I don't know if they're going to have that easy. Plus, they have a goaltender who decided to opt out middle of the bubble last year. So, I mean, I don't know that's the same Boston team that most people fear.
Though. Well, but think about them. I mean, they're a great franchise. They're really well run. They have a good culture there, I think. The Penguins have had times where they've had a bunch of guys injured, and we've made note of the fact that they've played really, really well in the absence of big names because they've buckled down and played a system. I'm certainly not ready to kick dirt on Boston just because they have a lot of injuries or guys that aren't there anymore because I still think they're a rock-solid hockey team that is very difficult
I don't think
for the Penguins to play against.
Here's the other thing, too. We only have 30 seconds, but, you get one injury that takes a guy out for a couple of weeks. It has a significant impact as
one
opposed
injury,
to
one swoon.
82, right? It's crazy, and it's going to start next week. We'll look forward to talking to it. Chris, all the best to you. We'll see you on 93.7 The Fan, and we have a lot more coming up here all week long and Saturday as well. So join us for that, and join us at KDKA TV News at 11 o'clock. A lot of news to talk about, obviously, today. We'll see you tomorrow here at 10:35. Good night.